I came here to talk about first of all, how y'all doing? Hope that y'all are doing well and everything. So if y'all haven't checked out my single Dream World, please go listen to it. It's on YouTube. Um Dream World by Shannon Love. Please check it out. I would greatly appreciate it. Let me start there. And yeah. So I'm back on because I watched the movie Psycho. The 1960s version of Psycho. Psycho was a good movie. Definitely was a good movie. See why it's a classic. All of that. Like I enjoyed the movie. The movie was really good. Um, I see a lot of movies probably follow that. Follow suit. That was a really good movie. Psycho surprised me. Um, the lady in the movie. I thought it was gonna be about something totally different because I didn't read up on it before I watched it. I just watched it because somebody recommended that I watch. Can't even hardly get the word out. Watch it. Um, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Psycho was a very good movie. I got a few more movies that I gotta check out. Um, I think one of the next movies is probably Shawshank Redemption, and somebody recommended Pumpkinhead. I ain't never seen Pumpkinhead before, so this will be my first time watching that too. And it was one more movie that I said I was gonna watch, but I can't remember what it was. But Psycho, I'm glad I watched it. I'm glad I watched it because I enjoyed it. Shout out to the person that recommended it to me. I'm gonna have to start writing down the name so I can give them a shout out for recommending me, a movie. Um, but I highly, if you have not seen the 1960 version, go check it out. I gotta see some of the remakes, but I like the original. I definitely like the original. Now I understand. Ooh, yeah. And I was tempted to actually watch Psycho too. You know, like I guess it's supposed to be like 20 years later once he gets out of jail or something. I'm gonna have to watch it. I think I might watch Psycho 2 because Psycho 1 was that good to the point I do want to watch the sequel. Yeah, most of the time I watch something and not want to watch the sequel, but that movie was good enough for me to want to watch the sequel. Um, it was better than the last one that I watched. The last horror movie I watched. The last horror movie I watched was Pet Cemetery. Cemetery was okay to me. It was cool, but Psycho was better to me, in my opinion. Even though the kill scene when the girl's in the shower now, that's the only part that didn't probably age as well. Oh my gosh. She was in the she was in the shower, they was stabbing her. It looks but I mean, if I was watching it in the 1960s, it probably would have been really cool. But seeing it now, I laughed. But it still does not take away from the storyline. The story and everything was great. It was written really well. Uh, man. Oh, I don't know if I should tell about it. Well, I know it started off the girl, the woman in the movie. She had met her lover or boyfriend at this hotel, and she really wanted to be with him. She wanted to marry him. He didn't feel like he had enough money for them to be together. He normally flies into town. They meet at a hotel, and do whatever they're gonna do. But she really wants to be with him or whatever. But he's like, no, I don't have enough money. I don't want to have you living in the back of a store or something like that. And so after that, she winds up leaving and going to her job. And there, I forget what she did for a living, but I know this man wanted to buy some land from her employer, and she was like the secretary. So uh, I think it was $40,000. The man had $40,000 in cash on the movie, and he was trying to buy a house for his daughter because she was getting married, and his no. Her boss told her to take the $40,000 to the bank because he didn't want to have it in the office over the weekend and somebody might break in and steal it. So she said, okay, her head was hurting. She's just gonna leave early and she gonna drop out the money and then go home to lay down. So she ends up just going straight home and having the money, and like she takes the money and decides to go on the run with it, basically. And she becomes more paranoid because she took the money. She's like, she's seeing her boss as she was driving out of town. The guilt, she was starting to have like this, feeling a little guilty about taking it because she really wanted to be with her boyfriend. She took the money so she can go be with her boyfriend. So she makes it out of town, and she wants to pull another side of the road because she gets a little drowsy and falls asleep. The police officer winds up waking her up while she was in her car, sleep, and she starts to get like nervous, and she starts to act really strange and suspicious. So she winds up. The police officer, she ask her where she's from and everything, and the usual routine. She's still acting really suspicious and jumpy. Okay, so she sees the police officer again when she pulls up to this car dealership. She just feels like, I don't know, she felt the need to change cars. So she winds up trading in her car to buy another car. She trades in her car plus adds $700 of her of the, not even her money, of the stolen money for her to get a car. And as she drives away in her new vehicle, she later on that night she gets a little tired, so she stops at this hotel, which is like the Bates Motel. I think it's the Bates Motel, and she it's the Bates Motel, and she I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying not to be sleepy. um, the Bates Motel, and she gets a room there. Okay, she gets a room. Norman, the guy that works there, checks her in. Um, she finds out that him and his mother owns the hotel, so he offers her a meal. He's like, "Oh, you want to eat dinner with me?" So he goes. She's like, "Yes, it's fine." He goes up to the house cause the house is like up a hill from the hotel, and he winds up going to speak with his mother about her coming over to eat, and she overhears him talking to the mother, and the mother's yelling about him not bringing her into her house and how dare him and blah blah blah. So he ends up coming back with a tray of food and just say, "Hey, can we just eat in the office?" So she's like, she agrees and goes sits in the office with him, and he begins to tell her about his mother and stuff, and I'll let y'all watch it because I'm not gonna give away too much. And she starts to feel, the girl that stole the money starts to feel a little more guilty, and she decides to go back to return the money. I just leave it at that. But the movie is really, really good. The storyline in it, everything, it was it was beyond, man. It was great. Hopefully I get a chance to come back on and discuss it more. All right, y'all. I'm finna go.